Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Ryan Loede, aka The Machine. Hope everyone's having an absolutely fantastic day today. Very strong day, very strong week, very strong month. Be coming to you guys once again with another insurance tip for insurance agents. Hey, if you don't know me, take full responsibility. My name is Ryan Loede, owner of LC Financial Group, where we help individuals create a multiple six-figure renewal income here at LC Financial Group by servicing and assisting individuals with insurance products such as Medicare, life insurance, annuities, ACA as well. We're hiring, we're growing, and we're expanding in all 50 states. So if you want to learn more about what partnering with us here at LC Financial Group would look like, DM me, comment below, reach out to any of our partners here at LC Financial Group, or hey, send an email to our careers team, careers@teamlcfg.com, careers@teamlcfg.com. Today, we're going to be talking about fact finding, one of the most important parts of the sales process. If you do not get the fact finding down, you will not be able to close sales. You will not be able to effectively figure out what the client wants, what their needs are, and effectively figure out what their problem is, right? Because sales is ultimately figuring out what an individual's problems are, what they're trying to solve, and providing them the solution, providing them a solution and a service that goes above and beyond to actually solve their problem or their wants or their needs that they currently have, right? So, hey, I'm driving a car, my car's out of gas. What do I need? What's the problem? I need more gas. What am I going to do? I'm going to go to the gas station. And that's what clients are coming to you for as an insurance agent. If they're requesting information, whether it's a direct mail piece, whether it's Facebook, right? Whether it's an inbound, whether it's a telemarketed call, if they're requesting information, that means that, hey, they have a problem, they have a need, they have a want, and your job and duty as an insurance agent is to help them solve that problem, their need, or their want. And you won't be able to do it unless you master the fact-finding process. So today I'm going to be talking about 3 effective steps to fact-finding. 3 effective steps to making sure that you are properly getting the data, getting the information, and gearing the client towards the close. Gearing the client towards the close, right? And a lot of people, they have problems with closing deals. And the reason you have a problem with closing deals as an insurance agent is because you haven't properly fact found in the beginning of the sales process, right? You didn't ask the right questions. You asked irrelevant questions. You didn't get answers to the questions. You didn't figure out their past situation or why they're currently in the situation they're in. You didn't ask questions, and most importantly, hey, you didn't go 3 levels deep with the questions that we're asking. So we're going to be diving into 3 effective steps to fact finding, because hey, fact finding, as I'm saying, it's one of the most important, if not the most important part of the sales process. And during the fact finding process, and most importantly during the entire sales process, you want the client or the customer talking 80% of the time, while you as the insurance agent or the salesperson is only talking 20% of the time. Right? You need to shut your mouth and you got to let the client talk to you. You got to let the client express themselves. They give you an answer. Okay. Absolutely. And then pause. Let them get that pause in and let them talk a little bit more. Because the more that you let them talk, the more that they're going to express their problem, their need, or their want. And once you find that hot button, something that they really need to solve, you continue to emphasize that hot button throughout the sales process, and boom, the close should be the easiest thing ever. When you ask for the close, it should be a done deal. They shouldn't have any resistance because you properly fact found in the beginning of the sales process. You properly asked the right questions. You got answers. You dug deep. You went 3 levels deep with your questions. You didn't get to that surface level. You went a couple levels deep, and you got great information and great data that led you to the close, to be able to offer them the best product and the best service so you can close them down. So 3 effective steps. Hey, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, give me a like. 3 steps to fact finding. Share it with other insurance agents because this is valuable information that's going to help you close more deals It's going to help you effectively serve and assist your clients at a higher rate. Because I'm telling you, if you start to count up all the missed deals that you get as an insurance agent, you're losing thousands and thousands of dollars, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars. And hey, if you're an insurance agency owner and you're not properly teaching your agents within your organization how to properly fact find, the questions to ask 3 deep questions with each client that they speak with, so much money is going to be left on the table, right? So making sure that you are a master at fact finding. You will never know until you ask, right? We all know that. You never know until you ask. And hey, there's no question that will ever blow a sale. Always know that there is never one thing that will ever blow a sale. So 3 steps of effective fact finding. Number one, we're talking about past purchases and past experiences. So why is this important? It's because simply your clients' past purchases and their past experiences, the decisions they've made, the purchases they've made, ultimately dictates how they are going to make decisions in the future. How they bought in the past, because like us as humans, we're creatures of habit. We're creatures of like doing things almost exactly the same. We're really comfortable. We like to be comfortable. So knowing what their past purchases and their past experience are will allow you to determine how they're going to make a decision today or tomorrow or in the future. So you got to dig deep into like what their past purchases are or what their past experiences are. So that's when it comes to the point where like, hey, like Betty, I saw that you were on this plan, a month ago, a year ago, and now you're on to this new plan. I mean, what currently happened, right? This is where you get into fact finding. This is where you get into asking questions, right? Why did you go from that plan to the new plan, right? Oh, okay, so you wanted more benefits. Okay, I mean, did you like that last plan? Like, it looks like you were with them for a year or 2 years. What did you like about them? Oh, I love the customer service. I love the ability to do this, to do that, right? X, Y, and Z. Oh, now you figured out they really care about customer service. Oh, well, I like the fact that it gave me more benefits towards my dental if we're talking about Medicare, something that we specialize in, one of our main product offerings here at LC Financial Group. Oh, I like the fact that, hey, they gave me more benefits towards dental. Well, now you know they like dental, right? Right? So what are their past purchases and what are their past experiences? And this is even more relevant, if not the same amount of relevance when it comes to life insurance, right? Because how they made decisions in the past will determine how they make decisions today or in the future. So, hey, why did you decide to purchase that life insurance policy? Or why did you decide to get with that Medicare Advantage plan a year ago, 6 months ago, right? And now that determines why they're making decisions today on their current purchases or the service or product that you have to offer. So asking questions, 3 steps of fact finding, asking questions about their past purchases and their past experiences. And then also leading into, hey, like why now? Like why are you looking for a new Medicare Advantage plan? Is there something currently that you're not satisfied with your current Medicare Advantage plan? Is there something you're not currently satisfied with your current life insurance plan, right? If you're offering life insurance, right? If you could rate what you currently have from a 1 to a 10, what would you rate it? What would make it a 10, right? What's the most important thing to you in life insurance? What's the most important thing to you in a Medicare plan, in your health insurance, right? Asking questions, going 3 levels deep. Oh, the most important thing is that I get a food card. Okay, great. What are you going to use that food card for? Right? How have you ever had a food card before? What has the food card done for you? Asking, going deep into it, figuring out like, okay, is this really a hot button? Is this really, what they like about their Medicare plan? Is that answer that they gave you about a food card, is that really truly the true answer? Right? And that's why you got to go 3 levels deep, right? So figuring out about their past purchases, their past experiences, and also their current purchases and experiences. current experiences. That's the first step. You want to figure out about their past and their current, because this is going to determine what they're going to do with you. This is going to determine how they're going to make a decision with you. And if you don't effectively ask questions towards their past and their current experiences and their purchases, then you're not going to be able to figure out how they're going to make a decision with you. So number one step to fact finding as an insurance agent, so you can close more deals, so you can effectively service and assist the clients that you're dealing with. Number two, asking. We're talking about asking the right questions. Making sure that you're asking the right questions. As you continue to develop yourself as an insurance agent, if you're new, or maybe, hey, you're an experienced insurance agent, you should have a list of fact-finding questions, or, hey, you should already know them in the top of your head, fact-finding questions that you ask your Medicare client or your life insurance client every single time that you talk to them. Like, I mean, what was the reason that you decided to start looking for a new Medicare plan right now? What would you rate your current Medicare plan from a 1 to a 10? What would make it a 10? What do you like the most about it? Right? And not just stopping at that first question, but going 3 levels deep, because there's a lot of questions that you can ask as an insurance agent that are irrelevant. A lot of questions that you can ask that are irrelevant, and it's not concerning to the client. And ultimately, you're not just wasting your time, you're also wasting the client's time. Clients nowadays, the 21st century buyer, they want to be quick, they want to be snappy, they want to get straight to the point, they want to figure out if you as an insurance agent can help them or not. So asking the right questions will ultimately not just determine how to actually help the client, but also it will show the client that you are a professional, that you are you're a master, and you know what you are doing because you are asking the right questions. And it also shows a level of service that you have as an insurance agent. If you're asking irrelevant questions, that means, hey, you don't know what you're doing. You're not well equipped to actually service this client to the full capability that the client would actually desire from an insurance agent. But when you're asking the right questions, what's going to happen is your client is going to see, like, man, they really care. They want to make sure I'm in the best possible situation. And it shows a level of service. It shows a level of give, right? And it also allows the client to be talking more than you are talking. Ask the question, shut up, wait for the answer, and then when they give you an answer, say, absolutely. And then pause for a second. They're going to elaborate even more. Because most of the time, they give you an answer, they're not done giving you an answer. They're going to give you a short, little tight, squeezed up version, a compressed version of the answer that they are giving you. So you just have to be like, okay, I hear you. And then pause for a little bit. That's going to prompt them to actually provide more data and provide more information, right? So asking the right questions. I actually have a list of over 50 fact-finding questions. I'd like to provide that to you. If you're watching this right now, currently live, or if you're watching this in the future, hey, shoot something in the comments below if you want those fact-finding questions that you can ask your client. Just comment below fact-finding questions. I'll make sure to get that to you. But asking the right questions is step number 2 of the 3 steps to effective fact-finding. Asking the right questions and not asking irrelevant questions. You know, there is such a thing as asking bad questions. There's either good questions or they're bad questions, right? So step number 2, asking the right questions. And then step number 3, one of the most important things. They usually say is that, like, the one who asks the questions is in control of the sales process. Well, that's not right. The one who is getting answers to the questions is the one that's in charge of the sales process. Getting answers to the questions. Hey, if you could rate your current product, life insurance, Medicare, if you could rate your current product, Betty, from a 1 to a 10, what would you rate it? And then they give you some type of other answer to that question. They give you some type of other reasoning, or like maybe they're like, oh, well, like, am I going to be able to get a food card? when you ask them, hey, like, what do you like? What's your current rating for your current plan? Is it, you know, from 1 to 10, what would you rate it? Right? And they're like, oh, can I get a food card? They didn't answer your question. Absolutely, Betty. Totally understand. Yeah, we'll look into that. Now, let me ask you, I mean, what would you currently rate? And you got to reiterate it. You got to go back into it instead of them allowing the client to actually divert from the questions that you're asking them. So getting answers to the questions puts you in control, and most importantly shows the client like, hey, like these are important questions. I need to get this data. I need to get this information, right? So 3 steps to effective fact finding as an insurance agent. Number 1, you want to fact find on past and current experiences and purchases. Number 2, you want to ask the right questions. And then number 3, you want to get answers to the questions that you ask. I'm going to keep this one short. I'm going to keep it tight. Make sure you're doing these things when you're fact finding. Hey, I got a 50 question sheet, fact finding questions that you can ask your insurance prospects, clients, or customers. So if you want to get that fact finding questionnaire, hey, comment below. Hey, maybe DM me, fact finding questionnaire. More than happy to send that to you. My name's Ryan Loede, aka The Machine, owner of LC Finance Group. We're hiring, we're growing, and we're expanding in all 50 states. So if you want to learn more about what partnering with us here at LC Finance Group would look like, DM me, comment below, reach out to any of our partners here at LC Finance Group, or hey, send an email to our careers team, careers@teamlcfg.com, careers@teamlcfg.com. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Look forward to seeing you guys here soon. Talk to you then. Ryan Loede, aka The Machine, checking out.